Hello and welcome to another InstaForex daily market update. For today, I decided to cover USD versus Japanese yen. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil, Bitcoin versus US dollar, US 100 and dollar index. I will start with the USD versus Japanese yen first. So let's start with hourly time frame. So watch the top right corner, and you can see here that on the hourly time frame the price is trading below our 10, 20 and 50 bar moving averages, and that we have here more like a bear flag, or more like a classical test of the EMAs, and potential for the downside continuation on the hourly time frame. As you can see here, there was a breakout of this mini bear flag on the hourly time frame. On the 5-minute, which is the top left chart, you can see the lower highs and lower lows in the last couple of hours. So that's a good sign for the further downside movement. If we check daily time frame, there is a chance for the retest of 149.55, which is a rising 10-day moving average, and the key resistance short term, I will say a key support, is around 148.90 mark, which is we have the previous swing highs and the pullback low here at this point. So there is a chance for at least retest of this 10-day rising and maybe even 20-day rising moving average. Now if you go and check what we have in the gold market, so we can see here that on the weekly time frame, the last week market had a strong basically a buying tail here. So there was a rejection of this rising 20 week moving average, and it's also there was a rejection of the support area from other side. So we'll take this one. So this is also a strong support area on the weekly. So from my perspective, hourly is holding around the rising 10-hour moving average, and there will be potentially, if market can retake 2023 level, and if we start to build some higher highs and higher lows on the 5-minute, there is a chance for the higher prices and potential retest of 2032 or even 2040 mark in the next period. At the short-term support, we can see short-term support is set at 2015, which is also the rising 20-bar moving average on the hourly time frame. So the upside scenario is more likely to develop, and based on this condition and current intraday structure. Now we have crude oil. So on the crude oil, there was a strong week last week. So we had like we can see here on the weekly we're building higher lows, and market had traded and closed above all of those moving averages on the weekly time frame. Hourly is in a pullback. We can see here that market pulled back, but it's still building higher lows overall. So you can see here market is still building higher lows, and that there is a chance for the potential new swing high and the retest of 79.23. We also had a close above those 10, 15 and 100-day moving averages. So still the momentum is to the upside, and potential for this pullback to end and complete and to start a new swing up. So pay attention on the further upside development. The upside reference points and objectives are set at 79, and then we also have at 79.80 and all the way then around 90 mark and 94.80 mark. Some longer term objectives for the upside. Now, if we check US30, US Wall Street 30, we can see that last week on the weekly time frame, we had more like an outside week, but close in the middle. The daily time frame is still holding rising 10 and 20-day moving averages. And the hourly time frame seems like a flat at this point. So this is important to watch. Can the market, we can see here there was a rebound, but then at this point, market is trying to retake the high 38,900, and I will say from my perspective. Only if we can really retake this 38,900, there is a chance for even 39,000 to be in the play, or 39,500. But so far we have a very neutral wick, outside wick, close in the middle. The RL is flat, so we'll need to see some bigger imbalance and directional move in order to confirm further direction. So far we have a flat 2 weeks, week to week, so I would like to see the break of this range in the weekly candle from last week, and then that can be a good sign for the further directional development. Now, speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, we can see that 52,000 area is very important, and market is just around that level. The daily time frame, the EMAs are rising and sloping upside 10, 20, 50, and 100. There was a pin bar, so I would like to see if market can retake this 52,850 and hold above. That will be a good sign for the 43, 44,000, up at 44, 45,000 to be in the play. RL is holding and building higher lows around the rising 10, 20, and 50 bar moving average, but the 5 minute is basically flat. So I would like to see the break of this range this morning, like break of the 52,200, in order to confirm further upside continuation. In case of some bigger drops, so let's say this alternative scenario, if we can see some bigger down break like this below the 51,500 and hold below, and there is a chance for rotation back towards the rising 10-day moving average and the area around 50,600 mark. And the dollar index, we can see that market tried to trade higher, but then it didn't have power to hold above, so actually returned back into the 10-day. This is basically a bear sign. The weekly, week to week, if we check week to week candles, there was a big selling tails week to week, and that's a sign of weakness overall. And this key level actually around 104.27, we can still see even in the weekly time frame we didn't close above that level, so that's a pretty bearish. Just watching the week to week, and RL is basically building lower highs and lower lows. The daily is just, we have a flat 10-day moving average, and there is a chance for that to move down towards at least rising 20-day around 103.95, or even the area around 103.70 mark. That'll be all for this update, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. Have a good trading day, and speak to you from tomorrow morning.